Hey, y'all, hey, it's your girl Jen with Totally Zen. And today we are going to fill in our February chart for our temperature chart for 2025. Um, so last night I did fill in my pinks. Let me pull this back so you can see it. I did fill in the pinks that I received. I finally received the coloring for the backs, and it's turning out really super cute, and I'm super excited about it. I did get a fairy dust to just throw in every once in a while. You'll see it right here, to break up the background, make it look a little bit cuter. It does look like I need to fix this little section right here though. You can see the dark circle underneath of it, but other than that, like, it is turning out super cute, and I'm so excited about it. So today we are going to start and fill in our February. I've got my numbers over here to the side, and I've got my chart right here that will let me know what colors go where in the butterfly. And let's hop into it. Cool thing is, we have more colors this time. So February, we are getting a little bit warmer. So I'm super excited about that. And we shall see what we're getting into today. So we'll slide this down so I can see it a little better. And then we'll get our stuff going. Let's see what we're going to use today. We will use our Zodiac Shadows. Let's put that so you can see it. Straightening tool. So we'll straighten that up over there here in a few seconds. We'll probably actually use the Diamond Art Club, the new wax pen that they just sent out. It's the Twist and Wax. It has the wax in it instead of the putty like the other one that they tried to use for a little bit. Just because the inside is ABs and it reacts so much better with wax than it does putty, we're going to use that wax pen instead. I may use the one that I got from Dreamer Designs as well. I'm not sure. We'll see as we go. But that is what I've got so far. And we will zoom you in a little bit so you can focus more on just this little butterfly, and we'll get started. All right, go out just a little bit so you can get that entire butterfly. And while we're here, and let's take a moment, and I would like to welcome back my subscribers. Thanks for coming back and chatting with me today. And then those of you that are new here, if you enjoy anything diamond painting, think about subscribing. Think about joining that Toad Zen squad and coming back for more. I have anything and everything to do with diamond painting, from unboxing to just working. We have everything to do with diamond painting. So if you enjoy that type of thing, come on in, be a sub, and come back for some more. All right, we are going to line up my little sheet over here to tell me what color is going where for what day. We'll move this over to the side. And let me see. It looks light enough today. I'm not going to worry about a light pad. So, not January. We're not in January no more. We are almost, well, we are done with February because we're doing this now. All right, so February 1st was 39 degrees. And for those of you that have never done a temperature chart before for diamond painting, this is what you call a cross stitch conversion kit. So the original template is a cross stitch that I'm converting into a diamond painting. And then you can determine your degree range for if you want to do like two temperatures, or if you want to do like 5 temperatures for a different color. You can pick the colors that you want, or you can use the guided template that they have in there to pick your DMCs for that color. All right. So number one is this little section right here. So we are going to fill that one in with this beautiful blue color. All right, that needs to go up. I can't get my pen in there. I hope everyone is having a fantastic February. And let me know. Have you ever done a cross stitch conversion kit before? Have you ever done a temperature cross stitch conversion kit before? And I can already tell I'm gonna have to get some new wax in this pen because it is not sticky. So let me do that really fast. Oh, it's also, I don't really care much for this tip from Diamond Art Club that comes with the new kits. It's like the tip of it is rounded in. So it's like the drills don't stick to the wax very well, if that makes sense. So I'm not super excited or happy about that, but we're still trying it out. We're trying to figure it out if we like that tip or not. So we shall see, and I completely messed that one up. This is the first cross stitch conversion that I have ever done. I was really worried about it at first, but I will say definitely highly recommend getting Pattern Keepers or the other app for iPhones, because it literally, you can highlight as you go, especially if you're doing one where you can't really necessarily see the pattern that you're working on, or that is a little bit more difficult to see on paper. It just makes it really easy to use through like the app, because you can highlight as you go, unhighlight, but on like paper you can't unhighlight something that you've done. So all right, so we will straighten a little bit now that we've got day one in there. Such a pretty color, and I'm so glad that I picked this outline color because it literally just meshes so well with the butterfly colors. It'll be interesting once we get toward the warmer temperatures what it'll look like, but right now it looks really cute. All right, we straighten that up, and then we went all the way from 39 degrees to 54 degrees. And those of you that are new here, I am located in the United States, but then inside the United States, I am located in Indiana. One day we have like crazy hot temperatures, then the next day we have super cold. It's all over the place. You never know what you're going to get. And sadly, you can't really ever go off of the weather channel or apps or anything either until you're actually on that day, because it's probably going to change. All right, so we are going to move to the opposite side over here for number 2. And I will say too, something that I did learn with cross stitch conversions, it is a lot easier to do it with square versus round. So I went with this easier template because of the butterflies really aren't as difficult to do and track versus the one that I originally had picked out, which that one I will probably do next year because I still really want to do that other canvas. But I got everything for round. I don't know. I didn't investigate like I should have. That doesn't surprise me one bit. I get super excited and eager and just want to go do. And then later I'm like, why didn't I research this? Because now I'm having to buy other things because I can't complete it with what I have. I need to get some of this wax out of this pen because it's leaving a lot of residue on my drills. But other than that, like, I have done pretty decent with this kit. I have not messed up yet. Too terribly bad anyway. I have messed up a little bit where like the heads of the butterfly I've had to rearrange a little bit because I didn't count over enough or whatnot. And I still don't know if my actual canvas is going to be the correct size or not for all 12 months. So we shall see. I can only fit 3 in a row going sideways from left to right. So I don't know if I will be able to fit all of them in with just doing 3 across. So that'll be interesting once we get to that point to see if it'll fit or not. If I did something okay or if I'm going to have to reorder something else. We'll see. But as of right now, it's where we are. All right, we are on day 3, and day 3 jumped all the way up to 64 degrees. So this green and this yellow color that I'm about to put in is the first time it's been on my canvas so far. So that's exciting. It's really cool to see other colors come into play. All right, so this little butterfly, our number 3 is actually going to this little section right here. So let's go ahead and put that in. I will say too, with both the twist and both of the twist and pick pens from Diamond Art Club that I've purchased, both with the screw in tips, for some reason this part constantly unscrews. So then you have to go in and like tighten it, which wasn't that big of a deal with the putty, because as you all know, the putty was really hard to actually like unscrew and push the putty out. But for the wax version of this, it's super easy for the wax to come flying out of the pen. So it makes it really difficult sometimes to constantly be threading the pen to stay tightened, but not like screwing it in so tight that like it's pushing more putty out. So it's still a learning curve for me right now to figure out the pressure to put against it so it doesn't push out enough but stays tightened. So I'm not constantly having to like tighten it because it wiggles when it's loose. All right. So, and then we got one more. Nope, I lied. We have 2 more. I can't count. That's not shocking at all either. We went from 64 degrees now all the way back to 43. I was going to do this canvas as like shorts, but honestly, like I'm kind of withdrawing doing shorts on YouTube because I feel like it's really hurting my view count. I can't keep up with posting the shorts like I used to. I just personally don't have time like I did when I started my TikTok. So I'm trying not to post as many shorts anymore because it's hurting my view count on YouTube, and I'm really trying to build my community over here, and I can't build if only so many people are watching from my shorts feed, but then they only want to watch shorts and not long view. It's just really affecting my view count. and I want to just focus on more long view here on YouTube and build from there. So hopefully those of you that are here for my shorts, you'll know that I do still post them. I just don't post a lot of them anymore because of, trying to build my sub community and those who want to be here more for long view. Because as you know, if you are a creator, if you post shorts, you have to have like 3 million shorts views to be in their creator community. And that's a lot. And I can't keep up with that. I don't have enough time to edit my videos. And, springtime is coming. Kettle corn is going to start popping. So I just literally going to be lucky to be able to sit down to record some stuff, let alone have time to edit it into a short. I wish I had more time in the world, but I don't. So we'll have to go with what I can go with. All right, so that was day 4. We are going to day 5, and that was a whopping 40 degrees. So we are going back to our little blue colors. And day 5 is this little section of the wing here. And I really love this this design because it's not just like this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, 5, and 6, 7, and 8, so on and so forth. It kind of splits it up a little bit. So you're not necessarily going to know unless you're following the map that they give you on where the days are going to be. And it makes it split up really cool too. So you don't have all of like certain numbers in certain places, but it is also a kit that you could do whatever you wanted to do with. So if you want to do 1 over here and then 2, or 1, 2, 3, you could do that because it's your kit, right? The biggest thing that you have to get from the patterns is, your outline. And then once your outline is in, from there, it's pretty much you and the temperature of the day, of the year. So it is free reign for you and your creativity to do what it wants to do. And there are so many different cross stitch conversions for temperatures. It was really hard to find one that I actually really, really liked that not everybody did, because that was a big one for me too. Like, I didn't want to sit here and do the same one that a million other people have done. So finding that one that stood out to me that was super cute wasn't necessarily hard. It just took me a while to navigate everything. And then I finally landed on the first one that I still have it, and I'm going to end up doing it, like I said, next year. But this one for the kit that I purchased is the one that I found. And I kind of wish that I found this one first, because honestly, I would have been like, oh, this is the one. This is the one that I like. So I will apologize also in advance. I can't really see the canvas very well for how it's recording. So if my little diamonds are not fully straight, they will be later when I can actually see them. The things we do for filming, right? And I can tell that they're a little off from the angle that I'm at, but I can't really see fully because I can't really see. But when I get done, with the canvas, I will go back and fully straighten what I can't see um, due to filming. But hopefully it's not looking too bad up there on that little phone of mine. And hopefully it's also still recording because I can't see that part either. um, that would be my life. I don't know. I'm just a hot mess all the time, but it happens. So, what has everyone been up to? Are you like me and totally ready for spring? Um, I am so ready for spring. It's been so cold here, especially the past week. It's been snowing again, and I am so over snow and ice and cold and all that thing. My husband's ready to move south. He was talking about it last night, and I'm like, but where are you going to go? Because honestly, like every state has their bad flaws when it comes to weather. Um, so in reality, like, where would you go? Like, what? Here's a question for you all. What state do you feel in the United States? Because I won't be able to move out of the states, but um, what state do you feel like has the best weather? And, keep in mind tornadoes, hurricanes, droughts, freaking fires. I don't want to move somewhere where it's got fires all the time because Lord have mercy. Like, I'm already a hot mess when it comes to tornado season here in Indiana. And we luckily don't really live in the part that gets too many tornadoes. It's still a chance. I mean, the property that I live at has been hit by a tornado before we moved in, um, several years before we moved in. So there is a huge chance that a tornado could come back through the same area. It's usually highly likely because usually tornadoes come back to like, they kind of stay in the same area. They're not necessarily prone to there every single year and so on and so forth, but they do usually go back to the same areas. Um, and I think it has everything to do with like the climate and everything with those areas, why they're more prone to that. But I'm not a meteorologist by any means, so take that or leave it. But then go back to my question, like what state do you feel has the best temperature in general? Not too cold, not too hot, may still even have all four seasons and doesn't necessarily deal with too many dramatic weather fluctuations. Um, Because I've heard too, the further you go down in Florida, the less hurricanes and stuff you have to worry about. But my little anxiety level would still worry about it. um, but yeah, I mean, we've talked about it for the past couple years, moving to another state, but I don't know. We also like to homestead, and there's a lot of states that don't really like people homesteading. So, and then my husband also is a hunter, so we would have to live in a state that still has, like deer or ducks. His big one is ducks. So, trying to navigate through all of that and figure out which one we actually want to be in is super fun, but the chances of us actually moving one day is pretty slim. So, you know, but hey, talking about it, dreaming about it, you never know. You never know what your future is going to hold because things could change tomorrow and you literally have no idea. The world could decide to just be completely done, and then you have to change your whole life right then and